This is exciting times, exciting season. I know over there in Crestview, it's always exciting. I think for upcoming volleyball seasons, right? I guess we'll just start off right where we started off with Coach Martin. It's always a new season, new faces that we're going to be seeing in the program. What are some faces that we're going to be seeing in this Crestview program and mainstays on this roster this year?
Well, I have three returners, three varsity returners from last year. So we're kind of a little bit inexperienced on the varsity court, but I'm telling you what, we've had a phenomenal preseason so far, and I'm looking forward to it. I have 5 seniors, all of which contribute a great deal. However, they didn't play a lot of varsity last year. We had a loaded roster of seniors, so these kids are going to step into that role. I have 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman, all rostered for varsity this year.
Coach, I imagine those seniors that, like you said, didn't get a whole lot of varsity time last year, I feel like that makes them hungry to come on and kind of prove themselves this year as not just vocal and emotional leaders, but kind of statistical leaders that they can make immediate impact on the team. Have you seen that this summer from the seniors that you have, that they are just ready for this opportunity?
It's really fun to watch because they all work hard and they kind of take turns stepping up into a role. And honestly, at any point in time, some of them are interchangeable. So that's that healthy competitiveness, and they're very positive with each other. So it kind of sets the tone at practice just to keep getting better and better and getting that court time.
Obviously, the team last year very successful, and it ended in a little bit of a heartbreaking fashion. But do you see the starters that were on that last year's team? Do you see it as an advantage of them having that experience and being able to bring that back to this team this year?
Absolutely. I mean, they're hungry for that. Losing by 2 points in regional finals being the only loss of our season, that they know that feeling, and they have set their goals high to start. And they back it with their work ethic, and they're ready to try and repeat and go further than we did last year.
Coach, I talked to you right after that game, but you were ready for this season right after that game was over. I mean, you wanted to get right back to it. If they told you that you could start a new season in November, you would have. How much anticipation has been building for the season for you personally?
A lot. These girls have worked very hard in the off season. We've had some kids on very successful club teams playing at a very high level, and to bring it back home and to create an environment of a winning tradition and just moving forward with that. There's so much excitement in the gym. I have some pretty high level volleyball players on the court, and it feeds, and it's exciting, and it's fun, and the environment is just, we're ready. Like, I know today we had a scrimmage, and the excitement is just super high, and they're ready to start. I think we've been anticipating it all year, and it's finally here, and the girls are excited. I'm excited. It's just a really fun group. From the seniors to the freshmen, they're given an effort every day. We practice hard, we practice intense, we train a ton. We do a lot of conditioning, and they're really laying it out there. They want to get better. So yeah, it's a very exciting, fun environment.
How do you walk that fine line as a coach of trying to keep the winning tradition with the team, but also making sure the team realizes that this isn't last year's team, this is their own unique team?
It's fun. It's interesting because every year we have a solid group of seniors that does their job. And when they move on, you're happy to see them moving on with their life. You're sad to see them leave the program. And you always wonder, how are we going to replace this? How are we going to fill those spots? And then these kids work hard and they jump into that position and create their own environment. And every year the seniors are excited to be seniors. They're excited to, make their warm-up tape, pick the gear that we get for the team. So every year the seniors have their jobs that make this their senior year, that makes this team unique from previous years. We learn from the year before, we build forward, and we hope to continue our success.
I want to talk about your schedule and the teams you'll be facing. Obviously, you're in that MVAC grades here. Last year came down to you and Garfield. You were the only 2 losses on Garfield's conference schedule, and that's kind of what it came down to. But Brookfield, was really competitive last year as well. Newton Falls always seems to put out a competitive team. Talk about this MVAC and how hard it's going to be to keep your dominance on it.
I think Garfield definitely will be returning a strong team. It's kind of odd for us to play in that league because we're so far away from the other teams. So I see the teams when we play them, but then I don't really know the kids like we know the local kids. It's funny, I watched the tail end of Columbiana's interview, and I'm feeling like, yeah, I know the kids that play on Columbiana's team, and that's cool. And you have that rivalry. And when I look at our league, I don't know the teams as well, and I don't know the kids as well as what I wish I did. Like I can't go scout a team because the game's an hour away, right? We don't have the time to do that. I do know that Garfield will be solid. Brookfield, they had a solid program last year. They actually are the only team in the conference that took us past 3. I know Campbell's been working real hard. Their coach puts a ton of time in. Liberty was solid last year. So there's a lot of unknowns for me. LeBray always fights with us. So, I mean, every game we walk into, we want to have the same expectation as to play our game at our level on our side of the court. We make adjustments after we've seen the teams once. It's easier to make the adjustments the second times through. But in all reality, as much as I don't like to admit that, I don't really get a chance to scout the teams in our league very often.
And, you know, the non-conference schedule, I know you have to be excited about it because you've beefed it up a little bit this year. There is a couple of really big teams this year, and you don't have to go far because the talent in this area is starting to really grow. So talk about some of the teams that you're excited to play in the non-conference realm.
Well, we play, let's see, East Liverpool, Girard, Fitch, Boardman, Salem are probably, and we play Mooney as well. So those 6 teams would be like our out of conference. There's a couple more. I just can't place them right now, but those should be like the more powerhouse, historically powerful teams that we'll get to see. And most of those are at the second half of our season. So hopefully that will get us ready to step into tournaments and springboard from there.
Let's finish this sentence, I guess. Crestview will get back to regional finals if
our ball control allows us to run our offense.
Coach, you have a couple of more weeks before the season starts. Yeah, I'm sure you have a couple of great scrimmages planned. What are your goals for the team in these next couple of weeks before game 1 to see? And what do you want to have accomplished before you open the season against Liberty?
I want to have a set lineup where we know our rules, where we know who our serve receivers are. There's not questioning whose ball is this, whose ball is that. There's no miscommunications, that we can run as a very strong unit instead of wondering what the person next to you is going to do. So that's going to come with getting a finalized lineup. This year I've had a couple kids miss for the fair, so we've made changes, adaptation, and the kids have done great. But I'm ready to get a solid, specific lineup where everyone knows their roles.
And we talked about the regular season too. I mean, I think it's going to be a great test for you too, for these girls as well before the regular season. But in talking about the team, we also like to talk about the coaching staff. So I want to give you a chance to also highlight the 2022 coaching staff edition of the Crestview Rebels.
Well, one of the reasons why I love coaching is because I absolutely love my coaching staff. They're phenomenal. This year, obviously, I'm the head coach. My varsity assistant is Mackenzie Cross, and she has been my JV coach. She's been a freshman coach in the past. This year, we're shifting her to varsity assistant. I'm excited for her to work with the varsity group. My JV coach is Casey Landsberger, who is expecting a baby in early October. So that's kind of exciting for Case, and also a challenge for our team, because we're going to make sure that we get those kids covered and shifted when she's out for those couple weeks when the baby's born. Sarah Finch is our freshman coach again. She does a fantastic job. Diane Campbell is our our 8th grade coach, and McKenna Perazio is new this year. She is our 7th grade coach. She is replacing Cindy Straney, who had been coaching for, oh boy, a long time. She was my coach when I was in middle school. But out of our 6 coaches on staff, 5 of us are Crestview alumni. 5 of us played under either the current coaching staff or under Judy Gregory. I always mention her because she is the founding face of the Crestview volleyball program. And it's really cool to be able to bring back players to become coaches. Casey was a player of mine. McKenna was a player of mine. And to see them work with the younger kids and continue the tradition, it's really exciting. So my coaching staff is fantastic. I'm very blessed to have them. And that's all. I mean, I can't be happier with the people that we have on staff.
Following it up too, I mean, your youth coaches, you shouted out. I mean, just talking from the point of building that winning culture and that winning tradition, how important is it to have those right youth coaches in place to get that youth fed into the program too? And how important are youth coaches to the Crestview Lady Rebels varsity squad?
It's huge because, I mean, we take pride in this program. The most important thing for that middle school is to learn the basics, but to learn to love the game. If it's fun, kids are going to want to be here. They're going to put extra time in. And our middle school coaches do a great job of not only teaching the kids the game, but also making it fun and making it exciting and getting them to love being here. I think that's very important in building a program. I think pride in the program, which we all have. I mean, 5 of us played here, and Coach Finch didn't go to Crestview. However, she works at Crestview, so she's here. So we have a lot of pride in our program, and the girls have a lot of pride in their program. We walk in the gym and we have all of our championship banners on the wall and on the boards, and the girls see that, and they want to get their names up there. They want to get their team on that championship board. So I think that, I mean, I've been coaching I was pregnant with my son, Mitchell, when I took this coaching job, and he leaves for college on Monday. So that just says how long I've been here. But, you know, year after year, it's fun. We build a tradition. We have fun. We win games. And the girls really put everything they have into it. They're just very proud to be a member of the Crestview volleyball program.
Yeah, and you know, I can sit here and talk to you about volleyball all day, and I can't wait for this season to see you a couple of times and to have our post game talks that we always do. But I don't want to keep you too long because I know you have practice coming up at 1:30.
Pictures. We have pictures.
Pictures. Sorry, pictures are more important than practice. You know?
Don't love pictures, but that's.
Thank you so much for the time. We look forward to seeing you out there when the season starts. I believe you start on August 23rd.
I believe you're right. Yep. Thank you so much. The coverage is phenomenal. I've watched your YSN coverage of our regional game last year many times, and it's very exciting to watch. So we appreciate everything you guys do for us, for the other teams in the area. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me about our team. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in the gym.
And we'll see you soon.
Cool. Thank you.